I've written this today and may it illuminate your life. Here we go. After the ecstasy, laundry. Return of the blue one. Now, enlightenment and everyday life are slash ought to be really one and the same. I, Samantha Badra, am aware of this very reality of the ground. Without causes and conditions is self-arising within the ground, unaffected by the flaws of outer and inner superimposition and denial, and untainted by the stains of darkness of mindlessness. Therefore, self-appearances are not blemished by any flaws. Within self-awareness, resting in its seat, there is no fear. Even if the threefold existence is destroyed, nor is there attachment to the five sense pleasures. In the non-conceptual, self-arising mind, neither solid forms nor five poisons exist. That is part of the prayer, which I recommend. Be Buddhist or not Buddhist or anything or whatever, it's a really cool thing to read. Some teachers say that the whole of Buddhism is held in this prayer. Samantha Badra Kuntu Zankpo. I'd recommend you reading this, but this is me now. After the ecstasy, laundry is the saying that any enlightened person will smile after the moment. Not that one needs to get too obsessed over enlightenment. It's a big word used too much too often and mostly misunderstood. It has been made into a marketing gimmick nowadays. It is what the immature West has done with something so ultimate, transcendent, and pure. But that does not matter one bit. Because the prayer of Samantha Badra teaches us the primordial purity is unaffected by the flaws of outer and inner superimposition and denial. So ultimately, it does not matter much. What does matter is the everyday chores are just as sacred, important, and essential as any complex esoteric spiritual practice. As any tradition worthy of the name will admit it, the Sufis see the play of universes and planets into dust from the broom touching the ground, as my teacher once said. The Zen master who creates intricate designs with lines in the sand, only to make a new one the next day, and the Kabbalist that knows that nothing that is not grounded in this physical reality ultimately has any spiritual worth. And we can go on and on and on enumerating the traditions, but this is not the point. The point is that the whole world is collapsing. Institutions are either changed or completely dissolved. As Pharaoh's crown starts to shake and in due time falls off. It's a beautiful line from the Dragon of Love, Lila Zahra, so gently nudges us to realize. It is the everyday life that will need to be taken care of daily. As we will have to transform our daily chores into something sacred. As AI takes over most, if not all, of the jobs that have been made to control humanity anyway, we will face a choice. Either run in fear to the technocratic overlords for worthless trinkets for which we have to give our freedom, our will, and our souls, or create a life not so certain, not so glamorous, and seemingly less safe, which is a delusion, of a life we can be proud of. And we will, unless we can live alone as a hermit, which is fine for some, have to find ways to live in communities where we have to listen, to teach each other and learn to grow. And learn to handle conflicts and differences and become adults when an outer authority will no longer be there to enforce them, that is the rules. And money will not save us from the need to learn to interact as human beings. Things will change. How do I know this? I don't. I'm just guessing. It's one of the millions of possibilities that may or may not happen. But even if it does not come to that, what I said still stands. We need to learn to bring back the good things about the village. As we let go of not so helpful things that do not serve us. I do not know what's coming. I do not know when or why, really. I do not need to know. All I need to know is how to face it. How to face what is to come when it comes, and to remind myself first of what truly is the greatest need for the highest good and where it needs to be applied, and live my life accordingly. What is your role in the pandemonium? Find it, make yourself worthy of it, and enjoy the prize. Or and off fulfilling your dharma, avoiding the worst of your karma, and living a life worth living, no matter what. And may the primordial light of Samantabhadra illuminate the darkness of unmindfulness. Melt down eons of delusion and lead us to the final enlightenment. In a way that works for you and me and all of us. And especially all those willing to sit and breathe, even just for 20 minutes per day. Love you all. Enjoy the sitting. Enjoy the silence. Bye bye.